this week has probably seen my worst trading week since I started trading almost 2 years ago. And my shares seem to have gone down, down, down. And now they're looking at a very poor state. And the week started out reasonably well until we got to Wednesday, when two major events in the world, or at least in the US and the UK, happened. The UK announced its spring statement, or what many people are calling a mini budget, where it set out the status of the economy and what it expects to happen until the end of the financial year at least. And the market didn't know how to react. It was up and down like a yo-yo. As each individual aspect of that spring statement came out, the market fluctuated quite rapidly. And then in the afternoon in the UK and midday in the US, Donald Trump announced his latest batch of tariffs, where he's going to put 25% on car imports, together with the already high tariffs on steel and aluminium imports. That had the effect of making the market in the UK go down, straight down, as it did the rest of the world, and all of the stock markets around the world plummeted. That was bad news for UK in particular, because the UK export over 100,000 cars to the US, mainly luxury cars. But obviously that also had a major impact on Europe, because the European car market is massive. The likes of BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, all those premium brands go to the US, and that's going to have a big impact on the rest of the world. And that's why obviously the stock markets around the world dived down a bit, and that's had a major impact on my account, which is a bit of bad news. On a positive note though, the UK government announced that it was putting £2 billion into house building, and it's going to build 18,000 new affordable homes, which is great news if you're, as I am, and you're a house builder shareholder, and as I have Taylor Wimpey. And my expectation and my hope is that money is going to filter through, and Taylor Wimpey are going to benefit from that. However, the government had already announced that it was going to build 1.5 million homes in the UK over the lifetime of the Parliament. So that's in about 5 years, and we're not far off 1 year in. And we can look back at statistics, and it tells us that this time last year, there was more houses built this time last year than there is now. So not only have the government got off to a bad start, but they're not even doing as well as the previous government when it comes to house building. And they've promised that they were going to build 1.5 million homes. I very much hope they keep that promise and they're able to deliver on that. And I very much hope that helps Taylor Wimpey and the other house builders make a profit and go up in value. And then obviously I can benefit from that. That's the idea. I'm not sure if I'd made a mistake, and I'm not sure if I'd bet too much on the government, because it looks like so far they've not delivered for me. But it's early days, so I'm hopeful that it happens. What I'll do now, I will show you what a car crash my account is and how it stands now, and you can have a look and see how badly I'm doing. So here we are on my account, and this is how it stood today, or what happened today. Rio Tinto fell by 2%. Taylor Wimpey had a bonus day of going up by 1.5%. PHP equally just over 1.5%, and Associated British Foods were pretty much stable, not really changed. I'd just have a look at Taylor Wimpey, because that's quite an interesting share. And as you can see, for much of the week this week, it was sort of steadily rising. It was looking good. It got to a nice, healthy price of £1.1542, and it's lost a bit of ground on Tuesday, and a bit more when Wednesday midday came. And then when the spring statement was announced and the tariffs came in, Taylor Wimpey just dropped off this massive cliff, and it's not recovered. So it spent the last couple of days, Thursday and Friday, and it's not recovered, and it's sort of lost nearly 2.5% in the last week, which is really disappointing. If we look at the month, it's lost 3% in the last month. So Taylor Wimpey's had quite a bashing. It's not done very well in the last month. I'm extremely disappointed, if I'm honest, because I got really bet a lot on Taylor Wimpey. Even worse or just as bad, Rio Tinto. Let's have a look at the week. So Rio Tinto, it picked up nicely. It was doing very, very well early in the week. Tuesday came along, Wednesday was fine. Towards the end of Wednesday, when the spring statement happened and the tariffs came in, Rio Tinto's just dropped off. I am pleased to say I'm going to get a nice dividend out of Rio Tinto, but I really want the share price to go up because I want to be able to sell it. And those two have been really, really not done very well. And if I look at my account or where I am with each of these shares, Primary Health Properties, it just sits there at about 2%. £2 down. It was £1.70 down earlier in the week, but it's lost some ground. Associated British Foods, actually since the spring statement and the tariff, that's actually gained. So I'm pleased with that one. As I've shown you, Rio Tinto's dropped off, and Taylor Wimpey, once again, it's just went straight down. So that all in all, it's really not good. Where is my account now? Well, it's at £322. I did see it right up here at it was 330, nearly £334. So since Wednesday, since the 19th, so in the last just over a week ago, it's lost 1.5. It's lost 3% in that time. So it's really not doing well. Overall, in the last month, let's have a look at, in the last month, I've lost 1.5% on my account. In the last week, I've just lost 1%, and obviously today, I've lost just over 0.5%. I'm down £2.50. So all in all, it's really not a good. It's not been a good week for me. It's been a bit horrendous. And that's where my account is now. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope this video has been informative and at least a little bit interesting for you. And if it has, why not give it a like? That would be amazing if you did. And if you're enjoying this finance content I'm trying to create, then why not follow along and join the channel? And if you did that too, that would be just brilliant. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.